Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, you guys know the deal, man. On this channel, we must continue to set the record straight. Stop the lies, stop the narratives, stop them from rewriting the history, guys. You know the deal, man. In this video, we're going to talk about Victor Wembanyama and him being the unanimous Rookie of the Year and how ESPN once again tries to make it seem as if these things are important. ESPN's always celebrating nonsensical things like they're a record or there's some kind of achievement. And ESPN pumping up Victor Wembanyama being a unanimous Rookie of the Year, like that's a big deal. It means literally nothing. And this is not a knock on Victor Wembanyama. What this is that ESPN is always trying to promote nonsense and act and make a big deal about things that are not a big deal. And winning a unanimous Rookie of the Year is not a big deal. It means literally nothing, guys. And we're going to talk about it in this video briefly, man. Once again, ESPN makes no sense celebrating nonsensical things. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states, man, has been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly humbled. Thank you to everybody out there, man, for real, guys. It means a lot, man. All the true basketball fans, man, real recognize real. Thank you for your comments, liking my videos, subscribing to my channel, all that, guys, for real, man. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. Excuse me, guys. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I want to just talk briefly about this Victor Wembanyama and the unanimous Rookie of the Year award and ESPN somehow making a big deal about this. They literally posted, I saw something on YouTube the other day from ESPN about Victor Wembanyama is like the 5th unanimous Rookie of the Year in NBA's history. Like he's the 5th unanimous Rookie of the Year, and they're making it seem like a big deal that he was unanimous Rookie of the Year. I mean, first of all, really all that does is expose the NBA, and this year, Victor Wembanyama not having any competition as Rookie of the Year. It was really between him and who else? Chet Holmgren? There was really no one else challenging him for the Rookie of the Year. He was sensational this season, even though his team was pretty bad this year. Right, and people have said that the Spurs lost on purpose and some stuff like that, and who knows, maybe they did tank the season on purpose. But my problem is with ESPN and how they're always promoting these things as if it's a big deal. Like it means something. Like Victor Wembanyama being the unanimous Rookie of the Year means that he's going to be the greatest player of all time, or he's going to be an all-time great. He could go and straight and choke and just tank it up for the rest of his career. How many guys have won Rookie of the Year that are not in the Hall of Fame? There's been a lot of guys that have won Rookie of the Year that have not made the Hall of Fame, guys. You know Mark Jackson? Mark Jackson won Rookie of the Year the same year Scottie Pippen came out. The great Scottie Pippen. And Mark Jackson won Rookie of the Year. Is Mark Jackson in the Hall of Fame? No, he's not, man. There have been plenty of guys who have won Rookie of the Year in their careers that are not in the Hall of Fame. All right, so being Rookie of the Year doesn't really mean as much as they want to make it seem. And being unanimous Rookie of the Year means absolutely nothing. And why am I saying it means nothing? Once again, there's no knock on Victor Wembanyama. The kid is sensational, man. I hope he's an all-time great. I really do. There's no knock on him. I have no problem with him getting any recognition, being a unanimous MVP. I think that's well-deserved. My problem is when they try to promote this as if it's a big deal that he was unanimous. And I give you guys examples why it doesn't mean anything. So let's think about the other unanimous MVPs, Rookie of the Years in NBA's history, guys. I want to say that the last 3 unanimous Rookie of the Years were Karl Anthony Towns. Not impressed with Karl Anthony Towns at all. I've told you guys on this channel about Karl Anthony Towns, man. The dude is soft. He's not a #1 player. You see, he has to ride the coattails of Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is a real true leader, a real alpha. Not Karl Anthony Towns. Where's Karl Anthony Towns been all these years when it matters most? He's never there. That's why Jimmy Butler called him soft. So, think about it. Jimmy Butler calling Karl Anthony Towns soft, man. But Karl Anthony Towns was unanimous Rookie of the Year. Does that impress you? I'm not impressed with Karl Anthony Towns' career, guys, up until this point. I'm really not. So, once again, it highlights being unanimous MVP does not really mean anything. You know who else was a unanimous Rookie of the Year, guys? I don't know why I keep saying MVP. Rookie of the Year? Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard was a unanimous Rookie. Is anybody impressed with Damian Lillard's career? Now, Damian Lillard's a Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. But has Damian Lillard's career been super impressive that you want to make a big deal? Oh, the guy was unanimous Rookie of the Year, man. No, his career was not. His career has been full of potholes. His career has been full of missteps, right? Never really raising his level of play or making the players around him better. Damian Lillard, man, to me, one of the most overrated players of his era. He's a wannabe Steph Curry, man, without the results. But he was unanimous Rookie of the Year, guys. You know who else was unanimous Rookie of the Year? Blake Griffin, guys. Blake Griffin. And this is no knock on Blake Griffin. We know he had a lot of injury problems. His body's frail. But this is what I'm talking about, guys. Just because you're unanimous Rookie of the Year does not mean your career is going to be all sunshines and roses, man. Because injuries can happen, right? You could be one of those players like a Damian Lillard where they'll try to make it seem like you never played on a good team. But to me, Damian Lillard never made the players around him better. He wasn't that kind of guy. To me, he was a shot chucker, couldn't play both sides of the ball, wasn't a real leader to me. So him being a unanimous Rookie of the Year, it doesn't indicate really anything. When we think about, like I said, a Karl Anthony Towns, to me, he's not even a number one guy, but he was a unanimous Rookie of the Year. And when you think about Blake Griffin, his career was derailed with injuries and things of that nature. But even Blake Griffin at his best, he wasn't that great of a player to me. Yes, he was a spectacular dunker, but he never really developed the overall game to be effective at a high level when it mattered most. We all know about those underachieving Clippers teams with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. They were underachievers, man. So as you guys can see, the last three unanimous Rookie of the Years haven't really amounted to much of anything. Are they good players? Yeah. Karl Anthony Towns a solid player. Damian Lillard's a very good player. And Blake Griffin was a good player at his peak. But to me, the unanimous Rookie of the Year and the way that they're selling it for Victor Wembanyama, they're making it seem like him being unanimous Rookie of the Year means that he's going to be the greatest player of all time, or it's a big deal. It's not a big deal. He won Rookie of the Year. Good for him, man. Who cares if it was unanimous or not? Michael Jordan was a unanimous Rookie of the Year. What does that mean? It meant nothing. He was still Rookie of the Year. It's the same thing when you hear people talk about, yo, Steph Curry was the first unanimous MVP. Who cares? What does that even mean? I can actually point to that showing that his era was weak. I can actually say, well, who was he going against for the MVP trophy that year? Can we highlight that as to why he was a unanimous MVP wasn't until 2016? That might expose this era of NBA. It's hard to be unanimous MVP when the other players in your era are right there with you and are having great seasons. Michael Jordan was never unanimous MVP. Takes away nothing from his MVP wins. So once again, guys, you know the deal. Shout out to Victor Wembanyama. Congratulations to him, all the San Antonio Spurs fans, all his friends and family, all the fans of Victor Wembanyama and his two-way play and the way that he was able to shine this season. Like I said, even though the Spurs weren't really having a good overall team season, Victor Wembanyama earned that Rookie of the Year. And once again, him being unanimous or not, it is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything to be unanimous. Only ESPN wants to promote these nonsensical fake records. Oh, Victor Wembanyama, unanimous. It doesn't mean anything, guys. It means literally nothing. Like I said, he can never have another great season again in the rest of his career. He could be plagued with injuries from this point on. These are the things that have happened in the NBA, guys. Once again, I've told you, there have been many players who have won Rookie of the Year. Maybe they were not unanimous, but they've won Rookie of the Year, and they did not end up in the Hall of Fame. You probably don't even remember some of these guys. So once again, guys, you know the deal, man. ESPN continues to promote nonsense. They continue to make big deals about things that are not a big deal. And Victor Wembanyama being a unanimous Rookie of the Year, it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of his overall career. Or his Rookie of the Year meaning more than someone else who barely won Rookie of the Year or was a close race, or a co-Rookie of the Year like a Jason Kidd or Grant Hill. Takes away nothing from those guys. It means nothing. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.